John.
The hypnagogic state, we are habitually used to seeing or experiencing the hypnagogic as a gateway into sleep. We close our eyes, we go through the hypnagogic, we feel that heaviness in our body, it feels like we're singing through the bed, we black out. We need to reprogram that. And the best way to reprogram it is not at nighttime, it's in the daytime. So what I suggest anybody who wants to get a solid lucid dreaming practice do is to practice something called Yoga Nidra or NSDR. So this is a form of lying down meditation in which you meditate within the hypnagogic state and you do it in the daytime. So many of the lucid dreaming techniques, especially wild that you just mentioned there, wake initiator, wake induced lucid dreaming, require the ability to maintain mindful awareness within the hypnagogic for extended periods of time. So if as soon as your head hits the pillow you black out, there are still lucid dreaming techniques available to you, but they're not the ones that engage the hypnagogic state. And so many of them do, whether it's the mild technique, the wild technique, hypnagogic affirmation, all of those require the ability to stay in the hypnagogic consciously while you do a visualization, say an affirmation, do a certain meditation, and then you choose to go, now I've finished that practice, I'm going to drop off to sleep. So the best training for that is Yoga Nidra or NSDR, non-sleep deep rest. So on all the workshops and retreats, every day we do at least one session of Yoga Nidra or NSDR. The other way to approach it is napping. You know, if we fall asleep at like the nighttime, we've had a whole day of awakeness. So we're usually tired. Maybe we've been training, we've been working, but the nap state is a great way to practice lucid dreaming. Number one, because you're not as fatigued as usual. You've only had half the level of fatigue because you've only been awake for half the day rather than a full day. Number two, when we nap, we don't follow the same sleep cycle as when we fall asleep at night. So when we fall asleep at night, we tend to go hypnagogic, light sleep, deep sleep, dream. Dreams come at the end of a 90 to 100 minute cycle. But when we nap, we go straight from hypnagogic into dream or hypnagogic, light sleep, dream. We don't go into deep, which means the napping state is a really good way to not only train the practices we'll do at night, but also to actually have full-blown lucid dreams in the daytime. And if you do, often the quality of awareness you can have in a lucid dream from a nap is far greater because, again, you're not tired. You're not completely tired as you would be if you went to sleep at midnight. And so I'd say train in the daytime. Then back to your question about the nighttime. Yeah, we need to spend a lot of time in the hypnagogic state and try and fall asleep slowly. So in the Buddhist practices, there's like a whole raft of practices, especially for the hypnagogic, where you kind of watch the dissolution of the elements, which is actually the same process that happens at death. It takes a long time. You'd want to spend like up to an hour falling asleep because you're watching the elements dissolve. And it's so difficult to do because we're so habitually programmed to go hypnagogic, oh, nice and cozy sleep. But one of the great tips we can do, exactly as you said, Will, lie on your back. Like if you lie on your back, for most people, it's not as comfortable as being kind of on your side or in the fetal position. If I'm doing like spiritual practice, like lucid dreaming, I'll do the practice on my back. I'll go through the affirmation, do the visualization, whatever. And then when I'm ready to sleep, then I turn onto my side. Exactly. If I go straight onto my side, it's like game over. It's as if I'm saying, not today, dude, it ain't happening. Of course it can, because there's dream-initiated lucid dreaming techniques you can do, but any of the falling asleep consciously ones, yeah. For me, I've got to be on my back too.